Welcome to section 5.3. This is the 40th session of the CISSP exam prep series. In this session, we'll add extra tools to your data protection kit. We'll answer several questions. What is digital rights management? How does a cloud access security broker guard the cloud? What is pseudonymization? What is tokenization? What is anonymization? And how do these privacy techniques really differ? Why does this matter beyond the exam? Because encryption and leak prevention only take you so far. Sometimes you need to protect a creative work, tame an unruly cloud, or share data without exposing the people inside it. Picture a hospital that wants researchers to study its records without ever learning a single patient's name. The methods in this session are how you thread that needle. They let value flow while identity stays hidden. So what is digital rights management? It is a set of controls that protect copyrighted work from theft and misuse. The goal is to stop unauthorized copying, changing, and sharing of things like books, music, and software. A license unlocks the product and spells out the terms of use. Always-on authentication makes the product check in with a server before it will run. A continuous audit trail records every use, catching abuse like the same account playing in 2 cities at once. And an expiration date can cut off access when a subscription ends. Watermarks hidden inside a file will not stop a copy, but they can prove who leaked it. How does a cloud access security broker guard the cloud? It sits in the path between your users and your cloud services, inspecting everything that passes. Because all traffic flows through it, it can enforce whatever policy you set. Want every file encrypted before it lands in storage? The broker makes sure that happens. It can also handle authentication, log activity, and raise alerts on anything suspicious. Best of all, it drags shadow information technology into the light, spotting the unapproved cloud apps that staff quietly signed up for. If the security team cannot see a service, it cannot protect it. What is pseudonymization? It is swapping a real identifier for a stand-in alias. Instead of a patient's full name, a record might simply refer to subject 479. The link between the alias and the real person lives safely in a separate, protected store. So the working dataset carries no direct identities. Yet, you can still reverse the swap when you genuinely need to. Think of an author publishing under a pen name. The books are real, but the true identity stays tucked away until someone with the key reveals it. What is tokenization, and where do you see it? It replaces sensitive data with a random string called a token that means nothing on its own. You meet it every time you tap a phone to pay for coffee. Your real card number never reaches the shop's register. Instead, a token stands in for it, and a secure vault elsewhere holds the true number matched to that token. The payment processor checks the token against the vault to approve the charge. Even if a thief grabs the token, it is useless outside that one system. What is anonymization, and why is it so tricky? It strips out enough detail that no one can trace the data back to a person. Done right, the privacy rules simply stop applying because there is no individual left to protect. But true anonymity is hard. Clever inference can re-identify people from what seems like harmless leftover data. One strong approach is randomized masking, which shuffles values within each column so the rows no longer describe real people, yet the totals still hold for analysis. Modern teams also add differential privacy, a mathematical guarantee that no single person's presence noticeably changes the result, which matters a great deal when training artificial intelligence on private data. So how do these privacy techniques really differ? The dividing line is reversibility. Pseudonymization and tokenization are two-way doors, since a protected mapping lets an authorized party recover the original. Pseudonymization suits sharing a dataset with outsiders while keeping identities out of their reach. Tokenization lets a trusted middle party, like a payment network, hold both the token and the real value, while no one else does. Anonymization is a one-way door. Once the data is truly scrambled, there is no key and no going back. So let's bring it together. Digital rights management protects copyrighted work through licenses, check-ins, audit trails, and expirations. A cloud access security broker polices every trip to the cloud and exposes shadow services. Pseudonymization and tokenization both substitute stand-ins. And both can be reversed by someone holding the mapping. Anonymization removes identity for good and cannot be undone. Match the method to your goal, whether that is guarding creative work, controlling the cloud, or sharing data safely. The MCQs covering all the topics and concepts from this session are available on rucloud.com. Practice the chapter-specific MCQs before moving on to the next session. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, post a comment below or email us. I will see you in the next session.